It is the 8th of September 2014 and I'm doing a short garden tour. This here are our tomato beds. You see there are only very few tomatoes left, but on this bed here today I've sown spinach. From the celery plants only 3 survived the slug attacks, and on the other bed the broccoli is doing good and is producing heads, and we already harvested some. These are our physalis plants, and they begin to bear fruit now, and we already harvested a few, not very many, but I'm positive that we will harvest some additional ones before the frost kills the plants. The wild tomato plants also don't look that good, but they're looking better than the normal tomato plant, and they still have some fruit on them. My lychee tomato plant has very little potato bug damage this year, and I can harvest lots of fruits. The kaigua plants are spreading around and produce massive fruits, and I'm very happy with them, and they will surely produce many more fruit. This bed has Melothria plants and pole beans, and I let some of the pole beans ripen so that I have seeds for next year. My exotic plants are doing well. Here you can see them all. They're very pretty. From the Malabar spinach, this thing that goes up here, we already harvested, and the spinach tasted really good. Yeah, they're all doing really fine. The ground cherry stopped producing now. Some fruit are still lying on the ground, but the plants lost the leaves and are almost dead. But the physalis plants behind it and the tomatillo plants look good and produce fruits, and I think it was a good harvest of ground cherries too. The cucumbers don't look so healthy. I think the plants are almost dead, but there are still some fruit hanging on there. You can see them here. Beautiful fruit. And that's the dragon egg cucumber. It was my best bearing cucumber this year. These are my eggplants, and they are also bearing some fruit, and I'm pretty happy with them. And also the pepper plants next to them have many fruits on them, and we already harvested some, and I think I'm pretty happy with them. This was one of the best bearing plants this year. It's bush beans, and we harvested lots and lots of them, and as you can see there's still coming more, and I'll also let some ripen to get fruit here, seeds for next year I mean. And as you can see I have a whole row here, very pretty, and next to it the beetroots are also doing good. They produce big healthy roots, and we had beetroot salad already, and it's very delicious, very sweet. Very recommendable. This is our carrot bed, and as you can see there are only very few carrots. We removed all the weeds and all the radishes that were around, and as you can see there are only very few carrots. But here's a wild tomato plant that looks very healthy and good. Yeah, but it's not a carrot year. This here have been our potato beds, and I harvested the potatoes yesterday. They were about 7.5 kilos, and now we made 2 beds out of them, and I've sown spinach today, and I hope that it will be big enough in time before we have to part with our allotment. This is our watermelon bed, and it would be not so bad bearing. We had lots of fruits actually, but we hardly have any fruit left for us, because almost all of the fruit, let's have a look here. got eaten by those monsters here. Look closely. Yeah, here it is. Slugs. That's actually a fruit it's sitting on and eating. I don't think the slugs left us any fruit. They've eaten all of them, even though we had lots. Yeah, they're just too good. This is my corn bed, and I've already harvested some ears, but I always find it very difficult to know when they are done, because I either get them if they're too little or when they're they're getting hard, but I never manage to get them at the right stage. It's somehow complicated. It looks like I can harvest more sugar melons than watermelons, because there are actually 2 fruit on here, and that's more than the slugs left from the watermelons. So yeah, no slug damage yet. I hope there will be 2 sugar melons. This here are my second tomato beds, and as you can see there are only very few plants left, but on the other hand maybe the cauliflower will have more sun now to produce nice heads. I had almost lost hope, but there are really coming some zucchini. The sun goes down, so I have to hurry a bit. These are my okra plants, and they produced some pots, and I'm really happy with them, and they're still flowering, so maybe I'll get some more pots. The squash thinks that the bean trellis is the nicest place on earth and has spread all over it, but it doesn't matter because I like squash. The second carrot bed is a little bit weedy. I think I will have to remove some weeds soon. This bush bean beetroot bed looks very healthy, very nice. We harvested lots from it and still do, and I really love it. The tagetes are looking really, really beautiful. I hope that the sweet potatoes below them also look that good. And anyway, they look just beautiful. I love them. On the frontmost bed where our herbs are, I've removed all the borage because it was dried and didn't look nice anymore. Today I got some salads from a garden neighbor, and I planted them here. I hope they'll survive the slugs. And I also got tagetes over small flowers, and it's really smelling great, and I hope it will be happy to be planted here. And there are also a mini lychee tomato plant and a little ground cherry, and I hope that they will produce some fruit this year. So the sun has vanished completely, but it doesn't matter because we're at the last bed now. And as you can see, here are my artichoke plants, and they look great, but they don't have any flower heads, no blossoms. I still hope that they will produce some. Maybe they will. Anyway, that was my garden tour. Bye bye.